Hey, what's up, tribe? How are you guys doing today? Doing good? Good to see you guys. Hopefully, everybody's doing great. Mm, Good to see you guys. I like to do a lot of thinking, right? But when I think, I like to do the big picture thinking. So I just don't think or focus on like just the small. I look at the grander thing. Hey, from Texas. I believe that when you can develop like very keen awareness thinking, that takes you and opens up new realms of reality for you, right? Did you know that? It's actually true because see the thing is when we think something or process it, right? Your brain watches that thought pattern and then it forms, they call it synaptic pruning. So your brain will actually form the thoughts you think about and it kind of limits your reality. In other words, your brain will only put those thoughts around you. So it's like your world and reality. Hi from Jerusalem. It's like your world and reality becomes very small. But when you can practice big picture thinking and be open, then you get a whole new set of reality coming in your way. Because remember, what is reality? Reality is perception. Perceptions are what? Infinite pattern fields of all this consciousness stuff, right? And also, speaking about your consciousness, the next thing to people, I don't think people need to understand is um, your awareness starts the world. If you are not aware, none of this exists, point blank. Right? If you're not aware, none of this exists, man. Think about that. So people say, oh man, you know what? The Big Bang, all this stuff started the universe. Actually, that didn't start the universe. It's your awareness, consciousness, the ability of self to look around like, oh, I'm experiencing, I'm seeing. Because think about it. If you can't see it, it doesn't exist, man. Question here, I've had what? 3 dreams of winning the lotto and the numbers, but still nothing. What does it mean? It means you're gonna win, but you gotta play and be persistent with the lottery. You're getting a lot of confirmations right there. That's good confirmation, man. That you will win. Yeah. Hey, this is Solid Says King. I love your mindset. I wish we were friends. We are friends. I love all you guys' mindset. Hello, my friends. Hello, hello. Now, look, I want to address this because I see a lot of this. So, are you someone that's been trying to manifest, or you've been on this journey and you're attempting and you're doing this manifesting stuff, but you aren't seeing the results, right? Comment below. Are you manifesting and trying and you're not seeing the results? Because maybe now I can help you and put you in the right direction to fix it for you, show you why you may be off a little bit. So you comment below. Someone says, yes, I've been trying to manifest and this stuff I'm not doing it. What's happening here? But I'm trying in a different route now. Someone says, I'm trying a different route. Okay, that's quite common. A lot of us, the human mind, you see, the human mind is so fascinating, man. It can be your best friend. It can be your worst tormentor, man. It's there in times when times are good, but when times are bad, man, your mind is like double faced, right? But the interesting thing, a lot of you guys, you will manifest or try to create something for a few months, and if you don't see results, you jump to the next thing, all right? Stop that. You're just going to prolong the resistance to not create it. You gotta quit that. So let me help you. I'm going to show you why it's not manifesting for you. Yes, I would just wait on divine timing, so I don't know if it's working. Okay, that's good. If you're waiting on divine timing, that's a great sign for you then. So, okay. So let me kind of point you. I'm just going to put some stuff out there, and then you have to see what part of this stuff affects you, right? So I'm just gonna put it out. If it applies to you, if you can think, if you can feel it, then you can go in there and fix it and do it. Okay, so the first step why it's not manifesting for you is called a belief. Not just any belief. It's your deep-seated unconscious belief. Look, each person have two beliefs. Did you know that? Yeah, you got two beliefs. One belief you're always aware of. The other belief you are not. Repeat that. One belief you're aware of, the other one you're not. I'll give you an example. The belief that you are aware of is your regular mind belief. I'll give an example. I'm manifesting a new job. Say you're manifesting a new job, a new career, whatever. You're conceptualizing, and now you're creating this belief in the mental construct of the intellect mind to say, hi, I want this new job. So what do? You start looking, you start finding ways how you can get this job. You start looking for connections, right? So that forms a belief up there that maybe I can get this if I get the right connection or the right link. Got that? All right. So that's the surface thing. Now, the one that trips you up, man, is the one that's hidden, the second belief. So the second belief doesn't work with the first belief. Okay, let me tell you what I mean by that. The second belief now are beliefs that are held by triggers of emotions and habits. So I'll set the tone for you. You have to know your childhood past. Like what happened when you were a kid. Because that's going to set the second belief free. So I'll make it easy for you. About 90% of us, our second belief is in the line of limitation, not good enough to get it, and it's hard to get it. Let me repeat that. Limitation, not good enough to get it, it's hard to get it, and we don't deserve to get it. 90%. That's our second belief. That's the one that's stopping you from manifesting. Okay? So how does this work, Mark? So check this out. You can bust your ass, you can do your thing, you can make money, you can make it happen, and you can go out and do it, but it won't change much. It cannot change much. You're still going to come back down again. No matter how hard you work, no matter how hard you try, if you don't change the belief, you're not going to see much results. You're going to see some results, but you will not see the results you deserve to see. So we have to go change that belief. So what do they call that belief? That's called your paradigm. Okay? When you hear like teachers or law of attraction, spiritual teacher, anyone who's into mind motivation, everything, when they say, hey man, you got to change your paradigm, they're not talking about your conscious beliefs. Those are easy to change, people. They're talking about the subconscious beliefs, which are called a paradigm. So Mark, what is a paradigm? So a paradigm is what's called your subconscious map of reality. So in the subconscious mind has its own view of the physical world. Just like in your conscious mind, you have a view of the physical world. But the difference is, remember what I just said to you, 90% of us are in a dysfunctional paradigm subconscious programming. A lot of our programming is designed around lack, scarcity, and unworthiness. Those attribute to a host of problems. I'll go down a list. You will find it hard to make money. You'll find it difficult to get into relationships. Your health will suffer. Your mental states will suffer. You'll suffer more depression. You'll have unhappiness. You'll have anxiety. You'll have stress. All of those things, right? Everyone experienced those, right? Okay. That's because the paradigm in the subconscious is creating a world that's attributed to those characteristics. While in the conscious mind, you see a different picture. Your conscious mind, you may see hope. You may see it's possible because you've been doing it, you've been trying, and you see some results, so your mind says, hey, this may be possible for us to do. While that is true, it's a trap that you're going to fall into. Because, guys, here's the thing, man. And this is the messed up thing about this. Because the subconscious program will always override the conscious program. That means those bad beliefs you have will always trump the positive stuff you're trying to create in your mental. It will sabotage those very beliefs in your regular head. And here is the crazy part about it, people. And this is why it's so difficult for you. Because you don't even know it's happening. Because you aren't aware of the paradigm. You're not aware because no one is teaching you this. You're not aware because you're not aware of how your mind works. There's no one out there taking the time and going on the mainstream and showing people this stuff. And I see someone in a comment, and that's why you have a cycle. And then what happens is you're trying to figure something out with the part of the mind that has no understanding of the paradigm of the subconscious, man. So someone says, not me, because I have to put everything in my subconscious by memory. So that's good. So if you're someone, and that's the secret to this, guys. So how do I fix it? You have to start to live and operate in the subconscious world. So the subconscious world would be like the fourth and the fifth dimension, because the subconscious is a bridge to, people call it Christ consciousness, God, higher self, universe, superconscious, Akashic records. There's so many names, but it's all the same thing. The subconscious is a link to just higher awareness and intelligence and knowledge. So how do you access the subconscious? My goodness, this person right here is so ooh. Listen what this person say. Manifesting is witchcraft. You're teaching demonic. It's wicked. Some comments are filtered to protect you. Yeah, can you filter that one? Because this person right here, man, is tripping. Who's this person right here? Gotta block this person right here, bro. Bye bye. Woo. Crazy people, bro. Okay. I'll touch on this person too to show you how the mind is so powerful. See, the thing about the mind, this person that just came on and said all those stuff, that's an agent of a subconscious program. When you were a little kid, you were programmed about your beliefs and all that stuff, which isn't true. Like religion and all that stuff. Those are stuff that put into your head to make sense of your world. But they aren't even really true, people. There's one truth. One truth. And I can prove this truth. One truth. Listen to me. One truth. Listen to what I just said to you. I can prove this truth. Religions can't prove truth. Religions have opinions. Religions have beliefs. I'm speaking about a truth. Mark, what is the one truth? The one truth is the science and the study of quantum physics. Quantum physics unlock all the stuff they were trying to hide from you and try to keep from you and try to dummy you down. Quantum physics open all that stuff up to show you who you truly are. That's the truth. I can get into quantum theory and show you, but I did a lot of videos on quantum theory and who you are. So some of you may be commenting here. So I encourage you to look up and study quantum theory and consciousness. And you will be shocked and amazed beyond recognition of the world you inhabit and all the things that are possible, because they are truths that can be proven both theoretically, evidentiary, and in the physical world. We can prove these things happen. Quantum physics shows you and I how every single thing comes into existence. Remember that. Got that? Repeat that. Quantum theory shows you how every single thing comes into existence. Remember that, people. Someone said I went ham on studying all that. That's good. Someone says the word quantum has no meaning. Actually, the word quantum has a meaning. Quantum is from the Greek word quantize. Quantize, when you break that down, it means smallest of everything. Quantum, quantize. Okay, so there's your first tip. It does have a meaning. I'm on that level. I know you had to go hard too. Yep. If I can sit here I can sit here with you today, and I can tell you that if I completely understood quantum physics, I'm lying to you, because no one can ever completely understand quantum physics. Even the most brilliant minds, they cannot completely understand the world quantum physics, because it is so trippy and it changes and it just boggles the mind of reality. But there are certain functions and processes in quantum theory that are the same all the time. And one of them is that you and I are malleable. Okay, here's someone else. You see, I love, man, when you could come on here, we can have an intelligent debate. That is so awesome. So let's see what this person says here. Who is this? This is Dayline Design 22. Here's what Dayline Design 22 says. Now, guys, I'm gonna tell you something. If you're gonna come on this live, let me warn you. You better be ready and back up what you're gonna say, because I will put you to shame. So I'm just doing it. I'm not gonna do it in a way that's gonna embarrass you, but I'm gonna do it in an intellectual way so you can understand. So get ready for this one. So here's what this person says. This person just says, there is no physics. There is only radiation or heat. Everything is illusion, even human. So this person just stated that there is actually physics. That's what physics is. Energy is radiation. Heat dissipates from that. Illusion is even the physics, because in physics, the atomic component that resonates and creates is transparent up to 99% of what we call empty space, which is called a 0-point energy field. And within that 0-point energy field of space, there is a smallest particle beyond the atom. It's called a string theory. And based on the vibrational patterns of each string, they may go up, down. They create a certain temperature, which we translate as vibration, which resonates as heat or radiation. So please, if you're going to come correct. Got you? All right, so put that one to rest. No, you can't forget about them. They need to know. When people come here and they put ignorant statements, you have to enlighten them as well, because they're talking stuff that they may have heard on the internet, and they don't have any semblance of awareness to know these things. So if you're going to say something, say it with, please, evidence. All right, so Got that. All right. So you spoke on the uncertainty principle a little earlier. So the Heisenberg, for the Heisenberg is a physicist, so they developed called Heisenberg uncertainty principle. So basically, what this principle says, if you ever heard of this theory, it's called the Schrodinger's cat equation. Schrodinger, you put a cat in a box. Quantum theory says the cat is both alive and dead at the same time. That's why I say it's so trippy. So, in other words, in quantum physics, let me show you what it means for you. This is what you need to do for you. It says that every single thing that you want, it's already exists. It's in what's called superpositions. It's like, look, superposition is this. Look, it's a freeze state. Imagine me I'm freeze like this, all right? But now I'm frozen, right? But now imagine up here is the stuff I want. They're frozen too. Say there's a car up here. Over here, there's the money I want. Over there is the life I want. Over here is the possibility of everything my mind could conceive. It's frozen right here along with me like this. Look. Okay? That's called a superposition. Now, my awareness, because I'm constantly thinking, the minute I think of one of these things, now let's say I think about the car up here, I unfroze, and now I become a probability. So it goes from superposition to a probability. Now the probability now says, okay, there's a chance I can get that. I can take it another step further. I now take it from a probability to an actuality, an experience, and that's where your subconscious mind comes in. So your subconscious mind takes the superposition state, well, the superposition state goes into the probability state. The subconscious takes the probability state and makes it a physical experience for you. Okay? So that literally means, if you're paying attention, it literally says that everything you ever want is already yours. All you have to do is put your attention on it repeatedly, and it becomes a physical manifestation. And you do the repeatedly. Now here's the secret now. The repeatedly is never in the conscious. The repeatedly is in the unconscious. You following? Yep. So the reason it may not be manifesting for you guys is because you're using the conscious instead of interjecting the subconscious mind. The reason that's manifesting for you because you don't believe in the subconscious that it can happen for you. You don't change the emotion. You don't change a new blueprint to say that you deserve it. The reason it's not manifested, you simply don't believe it. The reason it's not manifested, you think you're separate from it. You see where we're going here? Right? You want to know the next groundbreaking thing about the quantum theory about this one too? That we can go into? Quantum physics says it's impossible for you to be separate from anything in the universe. Break this down. I go, that vibration I just sent went instantaneously to a star's core right now and affected the quantum changes in a star that's 50 million light years from here. Go ahead, do it. Go, that vibration affect somewhere in the universe, a star right now. People, nothing is separate. Separation is an illusion. Man, this person right here just don't get it, man. There is no vibration if all is connected. Connection is vibration. It's a symphony. Someone says physics is all ideas and theory. That's correct, but at this time, the theories that we have are working in conjunction to our reality. Without these theories, you wouldn't be able to have satellites, you wouldn't have the GPS. So they are, in fact, truths in our reality. And then now we have verifiable evidence that they are coming true. So while that is theory, these theories have proven capabilities which can alter and change our course in our physical world, which makes them truths in certain aspects. And that's the best thing we have, and that's the best thing we're working with, and it's working so far. Okay, now what else we have here? There's only magnetism. Okay. There's no such thing. All right, look. Okay. Now, okay, this person is tripping right here. There's no such thing as satellites. There's no space. All right, so now I gotta block this person. I mean, I can take so much, but um, nah, we can't go there. Sorry. Right. Did you know what was the day you were going to win the lottery? Did I know the day I was going to win the lottery? No, I did not know the day I was going to win the lottery, but I knew I was going to win, um, because I understand the principle of mind, repetition, and the subconscious in quantum physics. So I kind of knew I kind of knew that if I played, and if I visualized, and if I repeat, and if I impress my subconscious, it wasn't a matter of if I was going to win. It was a matter of when I would win. And then quantum physics helped me in that aspect too, because quantum physics helped me to see the correlation between what time actually was, and that helped me a lot to create patience, because you know, quantum physics, now we have what's called the block universe. So now we're starting to see what time actually is. Time is now a dimension, but the interesting thing about time now, time is actually like a block universe. It's like in the block there's the past, the present, the future. They're all connected like this. So I already won. You too. From the minute you put something in the mental, guys, it's already manifested. It's already done. What happens is the brain. Remember now how we see reality. Five senses, right? You got five senses. Someone says I won the pick four lottery from numbers I dream. Yes, that's great. I do. I would do a lot of pick four wins. I won so much money with the pick fours. I see these numbers, and they would come out. I mean, I sit on them for a couple months, but yeah, you can literally create and make a habit of doing this, man. And I've done it a lot, so I can testify to that. And that's also an example to show you that everything is the past and the future and present happen at once. When someone says they dreamt of the numbers in a pick four, the numbers they dreamt already had won. They just locked into a coordinate of the numbers. Everything's happening all at once. In other words, the block universe says that all time and everything has already happened. It already says that you and I are already passed away and gone for eternity. We're just in a loop repeating the same movie over. So it means everything that you think about, you want, you're already going to experience. It's already happened somewhere. Someone says, is what we desire what is meant for us? Yes. Anytime you have something that you desire or want, it's something that's already accomplished eons ago. I still have to check my tickets. Yeah, check your tickets. I'm making a new lottery subliminal for my channel. It's going to be very powerful. So you guys should go watch it. It'll help you to win. Let's see. It's going to be up on Friday. So probably this live probably be up the following Tuesday. So it'll probably be after I put it up. But if you're live here, then you'll know ahead of time. But it's good. When we don't, we win another dimension. Yeah, the thing is, you'll always win. You can't lose, guys. You can't lose, man. You can't lose. Do you still won the lottery before? Yes, in the future. So is daydreaming a way of manifesting the life you already have? Yes. Daydreaming is a perfect example of manifesting the life you desire. But let me go back to the thing about time, and I was talking about like with the lottery and everything else in your life. So what I learned is that the concept of time is totally different once I changed my understanding of it, and it really worked. So what I started to do now, I started to become more present by looking at things in like little blocks. Just like a block universe, I'd break things up in blocks. I wouldn't completely look ahead because, check this out, guys. I don't know if you noticed this, but maybe you might start noticing this. Whenever you think of something in your head that's going to happen, like whenever a thing comes around to happen, it's never the way you intended it. It never comes out that way. Like you may think of something bad or worse, but when you're actually in that position, it's not as bad. Even when good, you may think, oh, this is going to be great, but when it comes, it's not even that great. It's just like normal. So what I'm showing you to understand is that everything in the mind is put forth is the mind's own conjecture or conjunction. The mind is putting things in together. Everything is a normal. Everything just is just flowing and happening. It's how we are determining and perceiving these things that give it meaning and effect to us. So the same concept works with the time thing. So when it comes to time, people stump up a lot, and there's just another reason why it's not manifesting for you, because you don't know how to manage time. What is time management? A lot of people, they fail because time gets to them. Time beats them. They think it's too long. They look at things in a linear thing. They look at things in years. I don't do that anymore. I look at things in the patterns and the moments of a moment. And I eliminate the years and all that stuff. And that's huge, because that helps my mind, my ego, to release a lot of pressure, man. And that makes it me more fun, and it makes me able to manifest a lot more efficiently or speed it up. So quantum physics taught me that too. See, so I could attribute everything to quantum physics. Everything. Everything. So someone asked me, what do you mean you look at it in patterns? Okay, so the thing is, like, once you get out of the linear time, you're going to notice more stuff in your reality. And these are where patterns come up. See, beyond the physical world, the universe and your unconscious mind communicates to you through patterns, because that's how it recognizes information, and that's how it implements information, and that's how information becomes your reality. So some of the patterns you may see, maybe repeating numbers, maybe things or people, maybe things you hear. Those are the patterns you got to be aware of. So whenever you see patterns, those are indications that you're close to the manifestation. That means it's almost time. See? So don't look at the years and all that stuff, because they don't really count. They're not even factual. They're not true. It's something we make up. Listen, guys, make up. So the only time that is real is what? Right now. Just being in the moment. That's it. And the more you become in the moment, the more you become aware. The more you become aware, the more you become enlightened. The more you become enlightened, the more you can manifest like crazy. Because there's nothing happening over there. Over there. It's happening right here. Let me go back to the thing I was saying about quantum, because I got distracted. I have some comments here. All right. So, tachyon. Someone asked me about tachyon. Tachyon fields. I'm familiar with the knowledge of tachyon fields, tachyon beams. But check this out. So, the next thing that quantum physics shows about you is that you cannot be separate from the things you are desiring. They are right here for you right now. If you want money, if you want knowledge, if you want peace, if you want love, health, happiness, whatever you want. People want different stuff. You cannot be separate from it. Write this down. Separation is an illusion. How to have health. I'm going to show you right now. So it's the same. Health and money and everything's the same process. Okay. What controls health? Cells. What controls cells? Subconscious mind. What controls the subconscious mind? You. What controls you? Your awareness. What is your awareness? Your consciousness. What is your consciousness? Your authentic self. Who are you? The conscious awareness. So what you do once you realize that, you go into your awareness, you go into your mind, and you think, and then pop up an image of what health looks like to you. Whenever you put that image of what health looks like to you, the cells copy that image into their physical cells, replicating the physical component or experience of health. In layman's terms, when you think and you can see health, your body mimics it and you feel health. When you think and you can see money, the body mimics it and attracts it to you. When you think and you can feel success, the body mimics it and attracts it to you. attracts it to you, experience it. It's all in the same. Yes, someone, it's all mental. Someone says, what's for you won't miss you. That's correct. What's for you is whatever you desire. You see, people, whatever you think and you focus on, it's also thinking and focusing on you. Everything has some consciousness, people. Every single thing. Don't be fooled. Every single thing has an awareness, because an entanglement takes two information. Think about entangled. If you're entangled, that means one thing is aware of the other thing is aware of you. Otherwise, it cannot be entangled. Think about what I'm saying to you. So, money has a consciousness. Material things has a consciousness. So if you're entangled and you want money or more money or wealth or whatever in your life, you have to become entangled with that stuff. This big tip now is how to get entangled with that stuff. Now remember, although I said you're entangled with it, that is factual. Everything is entangled. But remember, we have minds. Minds create separation. So the mind can create the illusion of separation. So now how do I get my mind to accept the entanglement? Correct? That's what you want to know. So I can guarantee you 90%, I'll say this right now, 90% of why it's not manifesting for you, because most of you think that what you want is over there. Most of you think like, okay, what I want is way over there. It's way over here. It's there. Whatever you want, people, is right here. Here. And here. Over there. It's impossible. Our body is always paying attention to our emotions. Yes, your body, think about your body. Your body is the first line to let you know when you're about to manifest something. Your body will pick it up before your mental picks it up. The body is so tuned into the environment because the body has so much sensory impulses on it. Man, your body has millions and billions of nerve cells that are sensing things that you can't even pick up right now. To show you how powerful you are, your subconscious mind is picking up so much information, about 1 billion bits of information per second right now, and you aren't even aware. You're only aware of 5. Did you hear what I just said? Billions of bits of sensory information right now being processed through you, but yet you're only aware of 5 senses. 5 of those. So what it means, you and I, my friend, are missing 90% of actual reality is missing from us. We only get 10%. %. You can have, do, be whatever you want to be, people. You want to manifest and win the lottery? Go right ahead. You can do it. You want to manifest health? Go right ahead. You want to manifest a car, a home, a job, whatever you can do it right this moment. It takes a simple shift. Once you do the shift, then of course you're going to have to do the repetition. Now look, I want to make a disclaimer here, okay? This is a disclaimer now. The disclaimer is, what I'm teaching, I'm putting forth to you guys right now is not something that I'm making it seem like, oh, it's really that simple, Mark. It's actually not quite that simple. And what I mean by that is this. You're going to have to do some work. The work you're going to have to do is you're going to have to implement and create the pattern. That takes work. What kind of work? It takes mental work. It also takes physical work. Mark, what kind of physical work? Physical work meaning putting yourself in the experience, going to different places. That's physical work. Mental work means adopting, focusing consistently. Those are the work to do. So even though a lot of people out there, I don't want you to get this misconception, the law of attraction and how this stuff works is not simply just mental. It's a collaboration of other stuff you have to do. So for some people it may be hard work. For some people it may be easy work. But it is work. and it is discipline work. But if you can do it, and all of you can do it, because a lot of your jobs are 10 times harder. To me, this is easy work. But once you apply the process and do it, that's when you see the change. Now, here's another reason why a lot of people will manifest it. Because they don't do the work. They have a misguided idea of how the universe works. A lot of people think they just have to sit back and visualize something and it comes into their reality. While that is partially true, I just told you, it's a course of other stuff. When you're going to visualize something, you have to adapt some type of action to the visualization, man. Okay, I can only relate to this with the lottery, because the lottery because this is what I'm experiencing. So I'll do that again. When I was winning the lottery, I would visualize every night, but I took some sort of action. What did I do, Mark? I get up every day. I got my routine. I go buy my tickets. I walk to one store that I like. I walk to the other store. See, I took physical steps. What else did I do? I went out. I bought the stuff that I needed for the car. Even though I had the car, I was going to manifest a car when I won, so I got a steering cover for a car I didn't have. I bought steering. Those are what I'm talking about. You want to manifest a house? You just can't sit there and visualize a house. It's not going to come like that. You got to go show your mind the pattern, the subconscious. You got to go to the neighborhood. You got to see the physical house. If you can't see the physical house, go on the internet, get one that looks like that. You can't see one, go buy something that represents a new house. Those are the work I'm talking about. You got to do the subliminals. You got to use hypnotherapy. You got to do self-hypnosis. You got to clear the blocks. Those are what I'm talking about. People fail because they don't fulfill that part. And it's not your fault, people. It's not your fault at all. It's because a lot of stuff will put out to try to grab you, to make you think that it was easy. Well, it is easy, but you still have to do work. Yeah, someone said I signed the back of the ticket. I have to sign the back of my lottery ticket. You know, what else I had to do? I would go to the offices. I had to get my claim forms because I knew I'd be winning. I filled out all my claim forms. I left the date blank. I put myself in a position. I go to the office. I see other people in there winning big money, so it make me feel good. Like one day I'm going to come here, and of course I was there. I did all this months before, and all the stuff I did, I was the person. I was there. Next few months, I was the person in the office claiming big money, just like I used to come there months before just to get claim forms. And I look at people, I'm like, man, this guy right here, this guy sitting next to me, he got 250 grand sitting right next to me. Got a ticket for 250 grand. This other person right here got $500,000 on a scratch ticket. This lady over here got like $200,000 on a pick 4 number she's been playing for like months, her birthday or something. All those people were in there. So, and then a few months later, I was one of those people in there. But I had to put in the work. I had to put myself there. I had to impress my subconscious. This cannot work unless it's not going to work if you do half of it, because you're only going to get half results. So that's a big misconception that they try to tell you guys, like, oh man, you just got to sit back and just feel it, bro, and just visualize it. No, you don't. You can't do that. Nothing's going to happen. It's not going to happen. I just showed you. Visualization is the first step. Everything comes from the unconscious mind. But for the unconscious mind to work, you have to give it an order, a command. The unconscious mind is not just, it's the unconscious mind. Let me tell you how your unconscious mind works. If you're visualizing and chilling or daydreaming or whatever, the unconscious mind is going to daydream with you. Let me repeat that. If you're chilling and you're daydreaming, yeah, your unconscious mind is going to daydream with you. Nothing's going to happen. You're not going to manifest. Your unconscious mind is like that friend, like, he's chilling with you. Like, and you look at your friend like, go, what are you doing, man? Can you go do something? He's like, oh, what do you want me to do? Hey, can you go get that for me? Okay. That's how the subconscious mind works. You have to initiate it by targeting it to do something for you. So I repeat it again because people don't know this. So if you're doing this, stop it. Because you're just gonna be in a pattern. Your subconscious mind will sit and do what you do, like this. I'll visualize this. It says, all right, man, I got it. But you have to tell it to do it because it's illogical. It's just gonna daydream with you. Remember, you don't want to daydream. You want to daydream and have the experience in physical world, correct? Because if you just daydream, your mind is going to daydream all the rest of your life. It's never going to come true because your mind is illogical. So the question is, all right, Mark, so how do I activate and initiate my subconscious to do these things? You have to talk out aloud to the subconscious in question formats. That's right. You have to command the subconscious to go do what you say. An example would be, if I'm daydreaming about winning the lottery, my subconscious is just going to daydream with me to win the lottery. It ain't going to happen until I do this. This is what I do. I can daydream and visualize the lottery, and then it won't happen until I say this to my subconscious. I say, hey, what would it look like for me to win hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars in the lottery? Hey, how would it make me feel to win millions of dollars in the lottery? Hey, what would my life look like a lottery jackpot winner? Hey, how different would my life be with hundreds of thousands or millions in my bank account? Only then my subconscious gets up. I got you, man. I'm going to go over here right now. I'm going to show you what it means for you. Mark, you want to know how it feels? I'm going to go make you feel it with an experience. Mark, you want to know what it looks like? I'm going to go make you look like it. The only way I'm going to feel and look like it is if I have the physical stuff to create the feeling, people. That's how this works, bro. So there I go. I just saved you thousands of dollars. So you don't have to go any seminars and pay $10,000 or $5,000 in seminars. Because I just showed you what you need to know. I don't even know if they're going to teach you this at the seminar. This works 100% of the time. Listen, I didn't say 99%. 100% of the time. Why? Because your thoughts must become congruent with your experience. That's the way your mind maintains what it calls sanity. Your reality cannot become what you don't think about. You have to think and you have to implement it and it becomes real. But let's go back to the world of quantum theory and quantum physics. Quantum physics says that there is no reality, it's only a perception. Got that? Someone says you have to think from it, not of it. Correct. That's what I'm talking about. Think from it, not of it. Think from it means have it, entangled with it. See what I'm showing you? So you are always entangled with whatever you want, desire, whatever you want to call it. It's there. But the way to initiate the subconscious, so now you understand what's going on, right? So now you see like, oh man, I've been doing this the wrong way. Oh man, I've been da-da-da. That's why you don't get results. You cannot get results unless you put both of those things together. And voila. Mark, what is the real purpose of going live on TikTok? To show, inspire, and make people aware of how to change their life. That's the real purpose. I think that's the real purpose people do stuff, to enlighten people, to share knowledge, to help. I've learned all this from quantum physics. Thank you, brother. You're welcome, my friend. I've learned this from you. I've been behind the scenes student. Okay, good. When you ask if you have to believe, when you ask, you have to believe that you already got it. Listen to your intuition. Correct. what you have to what is it? What you have to be in a gamma state, right, or alpha state? Alpha theta is a state to the subconscious. That's the theta state is the way you want to get to your subconscious. Your subconscious is more effective at taking instruction when you can get into theta state. Theta is relaxing state. Can you tell us how to ask for health? Sure. You go to your subconscious mind, you think about, visualize what health is, and you say this word. You say, what would my life look like being happy and healthy? Why are my cells so healthy and strong? How would it make me feel to be healthy and strong? How different would my life be as a healthy and strong person? Why am I so young, healthy, and strong? Why are my immune system so healthy and strong? Why does my body feel so fit and strong? Blah, 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 blah. Very simple stuff, people. And you remember now, this doesn't work if you just do it one time. See what I'm showing you? Some people are like, oh, I'm going to do this too. No, people, no. If you're watching this, put it in your phone, write this down, because people miss this all the time. Write this down, because this doesn't work unless you repeat it, pattern it. You have to do it a lot. Now, you don't have to do it 500 times. No, people, you can do it a couple times right before bed, or in the morning, and one more time during the day. That's it. But you have to be consistent so that the subconscious gets it. Once the subconscious accepts it, that's when you're going to see the stuff. And you can't do this for, I'm going to do it for 1 week. Don't watch the time. Just do it until you see the results. You're going to see results. You have to visualize as well, or write it down. It's a two-part. When you ask it, you got to put an image in it to what it looks like. Or if you're someone who has difficulty visualizing, when you ask it, you'll develop an emotion of what it felt like. But either way, this works. Again, let me put it again. This doesn't work 99%. It works 100% of the time. Like, why does this guy keep saying this stuff like 100%? I thought nothing is 100%. Isn't everything like 99%? So why are you so confident that this is 100%? Well, because when the universe created, there were certain laws that were embedded in the universe that are 100% always working. One of the laws there's a law right now that's never 90. You can say everything they tell you is a 99% chance, but there's one law, more than one law, that's 100% chance. Can anyone tell me the law that's 100% always going to work? I know this is a shot in the dark, but maybe you'll know. I'm just showing that one. But can you tell me a quantum or a Newtonian law that is always 100%? There's no 99% in this law. Someone says the law of attraction. That's a good one too. Okay. The law of attraction does work 100%, whether you want it or not. But let me tell you the law. This law is called the law. Oh, someone got it. There we go. Who's this? This is Bree 1999. That's correct. The law of cause and effect. That is 100%. Someone else got one here. Law of gravity. 100%. Law of assumption. 100%. See where I'm going? There's nothing 99% here now. So the same thing with the mind. If this is going to work 100%, all you have to do is do your part, be patient, put the work in, and then the results will show, man. Got it? So it shows you that there are things that you can't fail. It's a fail-safe. There's nothing, you see that? Mark, have you uploaded it subliminally to YouTube as you promised? It's coming Friday, but this video will be posted probably later, so it'll be last Friday, so when I post this video on whatever YouTube. So guys, so your mind obeys certain laws as well, and one of the laws that your subconscious obeys, that's 100%, just like those other laws I talk about, is that Your thoughts must become congruent with your reality. Whatever you think and whatever you can impress on the subconscious becomes real. Now notice I didn't stop at whatever you think becomes real. I go further. Whatever you think plus impress consistently in the subconscious becomes reality. Thoughts alone don't become reality. Thoughts become reality when they're applied with repetition and instruction to the subconscious. You can sit all day and think positive and visualize things. It will never come to pass unless you take some action or inspire action by initiating the subconscious. So just alone when you hear people say, thoughts create reality, they're speaking on a broad aspect. Thoughts create reality only when applied with repetition and impression into the subconscious mind. That's when it becomes reality. Feeling will automatically generate with a thought. So you don't have to worry about the feeling. Feeling and thought are entangled. They become one. So you don't have to conjure feeling. You just have to see it, visualize it, instruct it, impress it to the subconscious. Bam. The 3 P's. Got it. See how it works? Got that, right, people? Thoughts alone do not create it. How do you believe that you already have it? By expecting it. When you expect something, it means you already believe you have it. How are we all connected? By electromagnetic energy and consciousness. Everything came from one single cell or one single atomic particle which created everything. Everything came from nothing. So because everything came from everything, it's entangled. So that's how we're all connected. We're both connected energetically, and we're both connected on a collective subconscious level. That's how we're connected. And again, who shows you that? Quantum physics or quantum theory. See, everything can go right back to quantum theory. Everything can go right back to quantum theory. See that, guys? So there is a world out there that is like technically is hidden from your 5 senses, and that's the world. People call it 4D, 5D, but that's the world that you can interact with and like change your environment. What do you do if your environment is what, like harsh or negative? That's where you got to practice now the perception and change how you see something. You know, the thing is like, you know, it's not really the problem is the problem. What's the problem is how we see the problem, right? So if you take things away from problems and just see things as feedback, you don't have any problems. See, so it's not about what's happening; it's how we perceive what's happening. So we can do a lot of things to change our perception of something, which will change the feeling and how we interpret it, which can actually have more quality, better quality to our lives. Quantum physics, quantum mechanics, and classical mechanics. Yeah, classical mechanics is what we know as Newtonian physics. Quantum physics is more of the atomic or things that we can't see quantize. Mark, why do the 7s and 8s show up for a while and stop and start showing up again? Okay, like the universe, guys, there are certain things we never know, so I can't answer why they stop and they show up again, but I can answer why they show up or they continue to show up, is because they continue to show up because you're about to manifest or create something in your life. Especially 7s and 8s, their indications or signs that something great is about to come into your life. I can do that. Why they stop and intermittently and pop up, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I don't know about the universe as well. I don't know everything. No one does. But the universe, I don't think we'll ever be able to understand fully the deep stuff of the universe. But I think we have enough to just know. Fours and 5s mean that you're right where you're supposed to be. Good things are happening. 5s, a great change is coming for you. Yeah. The thing that all people want is just, you just want solutions, right? Someone says greetings and solutions. Yeah, you want solutions. The thing is, like, don't get caught up in your mind, like trying to figure out like a lot of like how you're gonna get what you want. Don't do all that stuff. You don't need to do that, guys. You really don't need to do that. As a matter of fact, you can't even do that because that doesn't work, man. Most of the time, it comes in a way that you never thought it would come. Think about all the stuff in your life. I could think about a lot of stuff in my life that I was thinking it would come in a certain way, and that stuff came like a total different, and I never expected. And I was like, dang, like that exists, right? So that's something I want you to be aware of, guys. All right. So that should put your mind at ease, though. You know that you don't have to like bust up your brain, because that's not what you're here for. You're not here to bust your brain and try to figure it out. That's for your subconscious and for your higher self to do. You're just here to interpret, to make a decision, to focus on it, and then let it go, and then implement it, instruct your unconscious, repetition, and then let the whole thing just do itself and work out and come to you. That's it. But we take on a lot of responsibilities that we're not supposed to, because a lot of those responsibilities were programmed and taught by the Matrix. The Matrix did that to you. They tell you, you got to figure this out yourself. You got to fix this yourself. If you can't fix it, it's going to be messed up. If you can't, oh my God, it's the end of the world because I can't fix it. I can't figure this stuff out. You don't have to fix or figure out anything. The body and the mind will automatically fix everything itself. You know, your body will always go back to its natural state. You don't have to do anything. Like when you get a cold, do you try to fix the cold? The body goes back and fixes the cold. You may try to ease the symptoms, but your body go back to fixing it. Your cells are programmed to go back to fix stuff. Same thing with creating your world, guys. You don't have to try to figure out it. Everything is already set up already. It's just it's a self-correcting code. The universe is a self-correcting code. You cannot trick. You cannot play the universe. The universe will always bounce back as a self-correcting code. Many people try to trick or play the universe or try to do something like that. You cannot do that. What goes around comes around. What you put out, you're going to get in. So all you're trying to do, you're just wasting energy, and just let the thing flow and let it do its thing, and you let your resistance go, and then you can get to experience it the way you desire. It may come to you the way you want it, or it may come to you another way. But it's going to come. As long as it's something that you want to come into your life. Yeah, someone says it. Exactly. Same thing with a cut. Injury. When a cut, the body's going to heal it. You may put a band-aid to cover it, but it heals. And now the body may heal. It may be quick or time or whatever it takes. May time to be taken to heal, but the body's going to heal. Do you think there's some trauma that locks us from manifesting? Yes. These are more like emotional trauma or abuse. And that again is stored in the paradigm of the subconscious. And that's where you got to go in there and get that stuff out of there, right? Guys, thank you. I'll see you again. But right now, I got to go. Take care.